guys, welcome back to B.Y.C Crochet. My name is Brenda and this is my Yarny Cave. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to hang out with me. For those of you who are new, welcome. And for those of you who have been continuously supporting me, thank you so much for your continual support. I love you guys, and I know I haven't been around much, but I'm trying to try and make some time to hang out with you guys a little bit more. Like I mentioned previously, I started a new job. It's been a little bit crazy, so I'm trying to, little by little, try to start putting out more videos each Saturday. So, what have I been up to? What did I do? What did I work on? Actually, a little story. I have been, in the last month and a half, through COVID and an upper respiratory infection, basically, just about back to back. I have never gotten not as sick, but as sick as often as I have been recently. I guess the fact that I'm working and I'm going in and out of medical facilities is really, you know, I guess my immune system it needs to start building up again. So that's why you may hear my voice a little hoarse. The last week I basically have been almost without a voice, so that's why last Saturday I didn't put out a video like I promised, because I couldn't talk. So I'm sorry, but I'm here now, and I wanted to show you some of the things that I have made this past couple weeks. I wanted first of all to show you, I know in the last video I mentioned to you guys the heating pad cover that I made, and I plugged in a picture, but I wanted to show you the real McCoy. And since I'm actually, while I'm recording, I'm actually doing laundry. On Saturday is my day to strip down the beds and do all the linen and all the bed linen. So I took out my heating pad, my handy dandy heating pad, and I brought it over here so I could show you guys. You see, it's quite large. And the cover that it comes with, every time I used to use it, it would separate. The cover would end up on the bed, and the heating pad would literally end up on the floor. So I created this out of 100% cotton, so it stays, it stays, not only it keeps the heat, but with the heat there's no fear of it, burning or anything like that. And then I put some wooden buttons just to seal it so that the heating pad would not come out like the other case that it came with. So what do you think, guys? This is a yarn actually I had dyed, and this was one, and this was a different one because I ran out and I didn't have enough to do the heating pad, so I had to kind of jump onto the other set and use some of it. I still have plenty of this blue one. Let me show you guys. Sorry. See. I still have another three cakes and a little bit more, but it had been sitting there for some time because I dyed this maybe a year and a half ago, and it's been sitting there. It's out of a white base, and I used I bought one of those tie-dye kits for children, for kids, for crafters, for crafting, and just played with it and came out with this beautiful green pattern. And then I did another one in the blue, and so this is what I decided to use it on. What do you guys think? It's one of the most useful things that I aside from wearables that I have made. So if I start going a little hoarse, I am sorry. So what else have I been up to? So I was watching Ola Jo the other day, and she did a review on these hooks, and I agree with her that I would not, these are not my fave. Actually, the aluminum's very rough, the yarn gets hung up. I'm a pencil holder, so this shape is a little too fat over here for me, and so it doesn't have a section where I can literally put my fingers to hold steady So my fingers, I found my fingers just sliding all over the place. The yarn kind of dragging on the hook. It's a really inexpensive set from Amazon, so I didn't lose much, but it's not my fave. So you guys may see it in a giveaway. It may be a wonderful addition to hooks for somebody who's a knife holder. It may work much better for them. I know she used it, and of course she preferred her Furls hooks over this, and I'm certain I would have too. But are they horrible hooks? No. Did they work for me? No. So you may see these in a giveaway, and they came in this really cute little pouch, and they came with some yarn, some needles. So you guys may see this in a little giveaway, because you know, we don't want to waste, and there's no sense in me keeping it here if I'm not going to use them. So if somebody else can give it good use, I'm more than happy to pay it forward or pass it forward. So what do you think? It's a really nice set, actually. When you look at them, they're very pretty. There's a total of 6 hooks. I just kind of gave you a quick. It's a total of 6 hooks. Very pretty wood. It is actually wood. They range from 3.0, I think. Yeah, from 3.0 to 6.0. So you have your 3.0, 4.0, 3.5, 4.0, 4.5, 5, 5.5, and 6. So these are the hooks. And I think I'm going to put them in a giveaway. You know, guys, I just want to just want to mention, I'm not one to gossip because I really don't like that, but I was really startled last weekend. I've lived in this house for, how old's my son, 29? I've lived in this house for 29 years. And I've had neighbors on the right side of me. Many of them, because that house had always been rented out. Some that have been lifelong friends to this day. Others who have come and gone. But the owners of that house, many years ago, as a form of income, got a way through the association to build a mother-in-law suite with an exterior entrance. So that's how they got it approved, because there's an association in this subdivision that would normally not have been allowed. And what they have done is that they actually have been renting out that apartment for the last, I don't know, easy 15, 17 years. And we've had some kind of shady characters, and then we've had also some single moms with their baby that lived there for many years. And we had some single guys that have come, stayed for a while, and then left. And we've had some elderly men that, rent is expensive, so I totally get it. But I have never had a situation what transpired this last Saturday. There's a young lady and her kids that live in the house, and I guess she has her dad living in that little apartment, which is, I think, is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. And I don't know what was going on or what transpired. I just woke up to, and mind you, I was not feeling well. I woke up to people scuffling, fighting and yelling and cussing, and never in my life. And I'm not saying I'm better, because I don't know what the situation was, but it was really a little bit frightening to hear that. And I guess it's an argument between the father and the son who was visiting, and I had never, I've witnessed arguments. You witness arguments amongst people yelling at each other. But this was like they were getting ready to go at blows, and I was just so taken aback, because, like I said, I've lived in this house for almost 30 years, and I have never come across anything like that here. So, you know, I know how rent is and how expensive it is, and I know people need a home, and I just, you know, pray that whatever's going on in that family, it is God intercedes, because what I heard, the comments that I heard from the father about the son, it was just heartbreaking to hear a father commenting, this is how much it impacted me about the son. I don't care if he dies. That really affected me, and I have no connection to that family. I have no connection to those people. In fact, I think they're a little rowdy. But just to hear a father say something like that, it was just like, wow. So, anyways, guys, sorry. I'm a crybaby anyway, so. But I just wanted to kind of like a little gossip per se. But anyways, enough of that. So yeah, last week, and not only was I feeling like poo-poo because I was sick, but then I woke up to that early in the morning, and you know, my bedroom is on the side of that house, so everything they were saying, everything they were yelling, and in fact, you know, it went on to the front of the house and into the sidewalk. I mean, all the neighbors could see it and hear it. It was just really heartbreaking to hear a father refer to his son in such a way, and it just broke my heart to hear that. But enough of that. Like I said, I just pray for God to intervene in that family. Intervene in all of our families, because none of our families are perfect. We all have our issues with our families, whether it's minor issues or big issues or personality issues. I just, you know, family is family, and at the end of the day, blood is thicker than water. And as parents, I think that no matter how old our children are, or our love is never ending, and we always, at least for me, I always feel a need to, you know, help my kids and try to, sometimes through tough love, but always in a way where you know, you look out for your children. You want them to be better than you. You want them to grow and be, you know, good, you know, live a good life and be happy, and you know, and with everything that's happening in the world nowadays, it's not easy. But you know, we still as parents, we still want them to for some reason be better than us, you know, in every which way. So anyways, enough of that. So remember, you guys, I talked to you guys about a yarn haul that I had from dotsyarn.com. What was it called? Dotsyarn. What is it again? Dotsyarnden.com. So, and I was telling you guys that I had made some Cardis from MJ's Off the Hook, a little baby Cardis, and with just a 1 skein of yarn. So I've been trying to create one for my grandson, who is almost a year old in December. He'll be a year old in December. He is a little bit on the chunkier side. He is beautiful. I call him Bolita because he's just so beautiful. But he's a little bit bigger. I'm trying to get a sweater going for him. Nothing not too hot because we are in Florida, but something that looks to be like a boy. So I'm playing with yarn, and I'll show you what I've created thus far. None of these will fit him. These are all Cardis that I created from, well, except for one. The very first one that I showed you guys that I created was this one. And this one was created with, it was from the Shepia's mystery bag. It was with 2 skeins of Soft Fun Coral, which actually came in those bags, in the mystery bags. And each one of these has 140 meters. So I had a little bit left over of this, and this is the one. This is the one that I created. Now I've washed these. These have been already washed. They have been laundered. I put them up in my baggies like I do all my makes. And all I'm waiting for is to receive the little tags that say B.Y.C crochet, and then I'll put that little tag on it and we'll be good to go. But these bags are resealable, so no big deal if I have to open it again and then close it back up. So that's the first one that I made. Then I told you guys that I had in there also, I had received 2 skeins of Shepia's scrunches, and one was in gray and one was in blue, forgive me. And so with the blue one I created this one. Once again, it's been laundered, it's been washed. I had some yarn left over, so I made a beanie, which I put in the back. I clipped it with some of the those stitch markers, like light bulb stitch markers. I clipped it in the back, and so these have been laundered, washed, and packed up. Just waiting for that B.Y.C crochet tag to be put down here, and we'll be good to go. That's the second one I've made. And I had another ball of yarn also, I had to show you guys, that came in the mystery bag, and it was the same scrumptious but in this dark smoky gray color. And so I created another one. Just basically trying to use these one skeins that they send in these mystery bags and show you guys what you guys can do. To make this 0 to 3 month old Cardi, it just requires, according to the instructions, just under 220 yards. So if you have skeins of DK weight, acrylic, or any cotton, you can create one of these with just under 220 yards. And this is an MJ's off the hook pattern. So I'm probably gonna do also a beanie for this one, but I have not done that one as yet because, like I said, I'm trying to create a Cardi for my grandson. So these are the 3 that I have thus far. If you're interested in these hangers, these I got through Amazon. They're cardboard hangers. They're pretty thick. And if I gift this, I'll gift it just like that. I will put a sticker that has the size down here on the bag, outside in the bag, and so they know what size it is, and I can gift it just like that. Okay, moving right along. So I decided to make a larger one for my grandson. I went up to 18 to 24 months thinking, you know, even if it's a little bit big, it will last them. And so I decided to use, what did I decide to use? I decided to pull, I just have 1 cake of this cotton ripple cake. This is the colorway. It is called Summer Rain. Really beautiful. You guys know this is like a lumpy yarn. It goes from thick to a little bit thicker. It is considered a DK weight. Yeah, a light number 3. And I created this one. This one hasn't been washed yet. It is a little bit on the big side, but for some reason I think even though it's got blues and greens and light blues, it looks to me a little bit more on the feminine side. And nothing against that. But I don't think my daughter would care for this for Leo. So I'm working on another one, but this one hasn't been laundered. The buttons are a little bit on the big side too. I did order some smaller ones, and once they get here I will see if they're a better fit and then just switch them out. No biggie. That's an easy fix. I still haven't put the tag. It hasn't been laundered yet, so once the buttons come in today, I'll check to see if I should change the buttons, and then I will launder it, and once the tag comes in, I'll tag it, and then I'll bag it for a gift. I have somebody in mind already, but I want to wait to see how my next one comes out, because I'm doing that now, what is it, a 5th one, in hopes that this one's going to be the right one for my grandson. But before we go into that, oh yeah, here it is. I just want to make sure I can get to it. I already started working on the body. This is the color I chose. It is just a brown, and it is the Herscher's Cotton Cottage, or Cottage Cotton. It is 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, and it's a medium number 4. I am using a size 4.5 millimeter hook, and each one of these has a total of 207 yards. I'm currently working on another cake, another skein, and I have this so far. So now I'm going to start working on the collar, and then on the trim on the collar. Then I'll do the sleeves, then I'll do the band around the sleeves, and then lastly I'll go ahead and do the buttons. Of course, when I do the trim around the front, I'll also do the holes for the buttons. This one will have probably just 4 buttons instead of 5. So this is the one I'm currently working on. Hopefully this is the one that will become the one for my grandbaby. I had made one for my other grandson a couple years back, and it's one that you guys may have seen in some of my videos in the intro, but I don't know if my daughter still has it, so I just want to create one for Leo. Oh, sorry guys, give me a moment. Wow. Maxie, you know what it is that the neighbor that I was telling you about, the lady, I think she's either his ex-wife, the mother of the woman who lives there. I'm not sure if it's his ex-wife or they're still married, but she's literally on the phone, walking up and down the sidewalk on the phone. And so my dog, every time he sees somebody, he starts barking. A couple yarns too that I received in the mystery bags were a couple of Shepya's Wanderlust. This is a beautiful colorway that I showed you guys. It's got tons of colors in here. It's got browns, it's got creams. It's got a ton of colors. You see? Beautiful. Anyway, so, but I only have one skein. So I decided to, what can I do with it? This is another other colorway. This colorway is Wanderlust. This one is called Zanzibar. This pink one is called Havana. Oh yeah, now I remember. So I created this little cowl. I have to wash, and I still have to tie in my, sew in my end. But it's a very light, very airy pattern. It's not really heavy, perfect here for Florida. And this is actually like a, I'm not sure the stitches. This is a fiber spiders Craig's pattern. So I decided to just do a cowl, and I think that on the neck I'm going to do the same thing with this one, but instead of doing it this wide, although I'm going to check, because maybe once I launder it will shrink a little bit. But I think I'm going to create this one a little bit taller and a little bit thinner, so it's a little bit more fitted around the neck. But needless to say, this is still very nice. Put it in your jacket, cover your chest, and you're good to go. What do you think? I'm showing you guys all the things that you can do with just one skein. In crochet, I know that crochet uses a lot more yarn than knitting, so I'm trying to give you guys ideas as to what you can do with those mystery bags that we all love and order, and they just send you one bowl of this, one bowl of that. There's a lot of things you can create. I already showed you a Cardi made out of this, just one cake of this. I showed you a Cardi made out of one skein of scrunches, Shepya scrunches. I showed you a Cardi made out of just 2 of these soft fun coral Shepyas, which only have 140 meters. This too is also 60-40, 60 cotton, 40 acrylic. And working on this, which is actually on purpose. I'm using this yarn, and I know it's gonna go into more than one, but I only had 2, so it was a perfect project for this. I'm probably also gonna create a beanie to match the Cardi for my grandson, and I think this will be the one that I'm gonna go with. So what else, guys? I don't know what happened to me last night. I could not go to sleep. I was watching videos. I have watched all the crochet videos from all the people that I subscribe to, and those that I don't subscribe to, people that I have never seen before, videos that I had missed from way before. I've been kind of going back and catching up with excuse me, with everything. Maxie, come here, puppy. Come here, Papa. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a moment. Sorry, guys. This time was somebody walking their dog. Maxie, come here. Come here. Come here, puppy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Want to say hi? This is Maxwell. He is a Yorkie poo. He's spoiled, and he likes to alert everybody who passes by that he lives here. So, are you gonna be a good boy? Are you gonna be a good boy? I love you. Be good boy. Okay. So anyways, like I was saying, there's a couple companies that I order yarn from that are not the normal companies people order from. And one of them is discountedyarns.com, and the yarn that's here, you see that in that basket, they're in these bags. These are yarns that I ordered just before I started working, so I haven't had a chance to kick them up. Those came from there. Those discountedyarns.com is a place where they have high-end yarns at closeout prices. They don't have a huge variety, but they many times have cottons that I have not seen before. And last night I caught myself shopping, not only there but in some other place out of the country. And once I get these yarns in, I will show you guys. I had not yarn shop in some time, and actually I bought some from Webs recently, and I will go ahead and do an unbagging once the others come in, and we'll do an unbagging on that. Also, I recorded a video of my yarn stash, and I'll put that in a different video so you guys can check it out. I think you guys will be surprised how much yarn I have, and you can see what I do with it, how I store it, how I bag it, how I keep it, and exactly what it is that I have aside from what's behind me. So, because a lot of this is ice yarn here. Some of these are these Bernat Softy baby stripes, which is I think one of the best baby acrylic yarns. And I had been working on some blankets that I had I was gifting somebody, so I was working on those. They're all down there, and then I do have some other miscellaneous, but these I normally try to keep my yarn behind either a cabinet or in bags. The only ones that are out are these right here, because those are kind of like display. And my blankets, this is my Challenger's granny square blanket. This blanket here is just was done with these little samples that I received, and it's really a little blanket, doggy blanket, but I washed it and I put it on there. And then this one right here was actually done only with Moya tots. If you know Moya yarns, they have a pack of tots, and I actually used the whole pack and put the colors in order and use them. Let me show you really quick before I let you go. Oh. This yarn took a lot of time. It is a beautiful beautiful blanket or throw. One that I will never gift, and it is done with an extended granny stitch. Let me see if I can. I've already washed it a couple of times. I'm telling you, he's driving me crazy. Give me a second. Okay, so it's an extended granny stitch. And basically what I did is I got all the tops from the package that I had and put them in the order that I wanted to use them, and it created this beautiful color gradient palette, and I'm very happy with it. Love it. Anyways, and then the other one that you guys may see up there, that one was done. I can't remember the name of the yarn, but it's a yarn that I ordered out of the UK that I saw somebody show and I fell in love with it. And it's actually acrylic, a little bit, I would say it's between a 4 and a 5. It's not a worsted, but it's not a bulky either, or a chunky, whatever number 5 is. I don't use much of that yarn, so I'm really not familiar. But it's beautiful. I love the way it came out. And I used the leftover yarn. I don't know if you can see the ottoman down here. That's where my dog kind of hangs out when I'm here. I did the rest of it. I used it to cover the ottoman. Let me see. Maybe you can see it. Yeah, this one's had a lot of use because he jumps on there. He's always on there. Okay, guys, I think I'm really caught up, and I'm sorry I've kept you this long. But if you stayed this long with me, I thank you so much. Look out for that video with a little bit of a glimpse into my yarn stash. Also, keep an eye out for a unbagging or unboxing, depending how it arrives. And yeah. So one thing I wanted to ask you. Would you please give me a thumbs up? I'm trying to get more visibility for my videos, and I'm told that if you get, the more thumbs up you get, the more the algorithm kind of moves your video. So if you guys would give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed hanging out with me and chit-chatting with me and seeing my makes and all the craziness that lately is happening next door to me, you know, subscribe to my channel, hang out with me some more. Until next time, well, before we go, I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're having a wonderful morning, noon, night, evening from the Yarning Cave. Peace. I love you guys. God bless. Until next time,